This is the guitar lesson for Led Zeppelin's Tangerine, the easy way and the correct way. Make sure your guitar is in standard E tuning. Alright, and this song, the acoustic part's played on a 12 string, so if you got a 12 string, it sounds awesome, okay? This is the intro, alright? So take your pinky and bar it on the 5th fret B and E string, okay? And take your pointer finger and bar it on the 2nd fret, both the D and G string, okay? So that's what you should have, alright? So what we're gonna do is we're gonna do this. We're gonna go. Alright? So what I was doing was I was playing just these 4 strings. I was just down strums. And I actually do one down, what is it? Down up. I end on an upstroke. I end on an upstroke on that, okay? So and then I take my middle finger and I put that on the 3rd fret E string and I kind of play all of them very lightly. I go, all right, down, 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 up. And then what I do is I go, this is in the original recording, okay? This is how the song actually starts. So you take your middle finger, put that on the 5th fret, take your pointer finger, put that on the 4th fret, and just go down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Okay? This is all in the E string, okay? And now the song starts. And this is how it goes, okay? A minor, 3 down strums, and then I put my pinky on the 3rd fret B string and I take it off. So watch. Okay? Alright, on that 4th down strum, I take all my fingers off the string. So I go, and then I make a G, and how I make my G is a little bit different than I usually do. What I do is I go, let me see here. So I take my pinky, it's basically my same G that we always make, however I just take my ring finger off, okay? So that B string is gonna ring open, so I go. Okay, so down, down, strum it open once, and then I do D. Okay? And I have one upstroke in there, so I go down strum on D, down strum on D, then I up pluck the D string, and then down, down, and I take my fingers off. So it should sound like this. Alright, so alright, next part. And then instead of doing the, alright, what I do is after D I go into C, okay? I go to the C chord, so I go. Alright, so you strum C and then you arpeggiate C. So you're basically just plucking through the A string all the way through the A through B, okay, so, alright, and I do a little walk down. I then take my middle finger and I put that on the 2nd fret A string and I go, so I go, alright, so make a C, take these 2 fingers off, and then put your middle finger on the 2nd fret A string. Do the same arpeggiation or the same walk down, okay? So, alright, so I pluck the A string open and then I do an A minor and I go, and then to G, alright, to D, and then I go, alright. So what I did right there was I made a D and I go, I put my pinky on the 3rd fret E string, I go, strum the D chord once with it on, then I take it off and I strum it again, and then I take my middle finger off, strum it again, and then I strum it again open, and then I hammer it on, okay, so I go. Okay. Alright, so far we have this. We have. Alright? That's the basis for the verse, okay? Then when it goes into Tangerine, it goes like this, okay? It goes C, down, up, down, and then D, down, up, down, up, and then into G. Tangerine. And then it goes to C, G, it goes to C. Tangerine to D. On D, okay, so alright, then it stops and it goes back into the same verse, okay, so alright, so you know that whole thing. Alright, and now how it changes up a little bit before the chorus now is we have a little solo coming there. Alright, and it's right after the part where Robert Plant says, "And I do." All right, and the solo goes like this, okay? I'm not going to show you the solo, I'm going to show you the chord progression behind the solo. So you can play the song on acoustic and sound like a rock star, okay? So it's A minor, C, D, F, E, F, E, C, F, C, G, D, and then we go into the chorus, the Tangerine, Tangerine. All right, so when I played through that solo, I was just kind of playing a little bit harder to kind of give it some emphasis that it's a solo, or I have a guitar solo over what I'm playing as the rhythm guitar part, okay? So instead of just strumming very lightly, I go. See how it's a little bit louder and a little bit harder, okay? So it just adds a little bit of oomph to the song, okay? All right, and for the outro of the song, it basically goes like this. It goes down, up, down. This is all on D. Down, up, down. Down, up, down. Then it goes. What I was doing was I was doing the same thing as before. Make a D, take your pinky and put it on the 3rd fret E string, and I go. So I go on, off, on, and then I go back to D, and then I take my middle finger off, and then put it back on. So it's. All right, get the idea? So you're just messing around with variations of D, okay? All right, the next part of the song goes like this. Okay, and what I did here was you're basically messing around with an A minor and you go into G, okay? So let's first strum an A minor, and let's take our pinky and put that on the 3rd fret E string as well. So we strum it once, now take that pinky off, strum it again. Now take your ring finger, put that on the 3rd fret E string, and we're going to kind of make a G, all right? So I'm going to pluck that string, and then I'm going to pluck both the B and the G string open, okay? And I'm going to put my pointer finger on the 1st fret B string. I'm kind of gonna pluck it open and then put kind of like almost like a hammer on, like I'm plucking it, and then the next pluck I'm going to put my pointer finger on the 1st fret B string. And now I'm going to make the top part of a G. So take my pinky and I put that on the 3rd fret E string. I take my pointer finger, put that on the 3rd fret B string, okay? And I'm going to go. And now I'm going to make, it's like an F major 7, but you're also having your pinky on the 3rd fret E string. So my pointer finger's on the 1st fret B string, my middle finger's on the 2nd fret G string, my ring finger's on the 3rd fret D string, and my pinky is on the 3rd fret E string, okay? So we have this chord. going to take just my pointer finger off. I'm going to strum it once, take the pointer finger off, okay, and then it's going to be, let's see here, what did I say? So let's strum it once on, take it off, and now take these two guys off, only leaving your pinky on the strings. And now we're going to strum through a G very, very softly. And I don't really hit this top E string, okay? I know that was a lot, but I'm trying to explain to you how to do this outro, and this outro is a little bit more intricate than I thought it would be. So that's about it, guys. If you have any questions, please let me know. Please subscribe to my channel. Follow me on Twitter, like me on Facebook, and if you haven't already, please go to teachmeguitar.GuitarMadeEZ.com. If you like my style of teaching, I will show you everything I know just like that. So if you haven't already, please subscribe to my newsletter and I will give you my top secret guitar tips absolutely free. Please go to mytopsecretguitartips.com and sign up now. Thanks, guys. I'll see you in the next lesson. Thank you.